Hello everybody, and what is going on? So today I thought it would be a good idea to get back into the how-to style series. Best way to get back into the how-to style series is to get into the January spirit because we are all skint. It's just turned 2018. You took a massive hit at Christmas, you took a massive hit at New Year. You haven't even been paid yet. Roads are cold, times are hard. So this video is really just a quick guide on how to utilize your current wardrobe and your spending habits. So I've broken up this how-to into 5 simple categories: personal style, fashion hacks, deals, sales and discounts, affordable alternatives, and thrifting. So all of the information I'm going to spout today will be linked in the description down below, alongside some how-to budget guides as well, just in case you want to know a little bit more about styling and budgeting. So enough with the waffle gang. Without further ado, let's jump straight into personal style. Okay, so let's talk about personal style. The first thing I would suggest before even opening your wallet is to analyze your current wardrobe. And what I mean by that is to just check out your current clothes and see what items have staying power and to see what items are just past trends and need to be replaced. For example, when it comes to my personal wardrobe, there's always a few items of clothing which always stays in my wardrobe. And these items of clothing are normally your plain white t-shirts, plain grey jumpers, plain black jumpers, as plain as British Airways. All of these plain clothes are a part of my skeleton wardrobe, my capsule collection, just items of clothing that will never go out of style because they can either be used as layering tools or just neutral plain pieces themselves. I would also keep tabs on your personal style with a mood board. Now, I've mentioned mood boards in countless videos, but that's just because I cannot stress the importance of mood boards enough. Mood boards for me are a massive source of inspiration. They shape my personal style, and a lot of people use mood boards for all sorts of different reasons. It doesn't even have to be about fashion. I will also leave a link in the description down below, a great resource that I found on the streetwear subreddit. They've shared over 300 different types of mood boards, and there's a mood board for everyone in there, so when you have some time, definitely check it out. And the last tip for personal style that I would give is to plan your shopping list. Sometimes when I go shopping, I'm on the high street, haven't really got much of an idea of what I'm going to buy. I go into certain stores and I look at something and I'm like, ah, that looks pretty cool, and then suddenly realize that it doesn't go with anything in my wardrobe and I don't like it anymore. I could take it back to the store, but that is effort. If you create a shopping list with a mood board in mind and your personal style in mind, you will be more focused of what you want to buy and more in tune with your personal style in general. And that is it for personal style. So moving on to the next category, fashion hacks. So, fashion hacks. At this point, we still haven't opened our wallet and we've already utilized what's going on with the personal style section. So, fashion hacks is all about utilizing what you've already got, and you can use these hacks to diversify your wardrobe without even buying anything. Sounds too good to be true, but I assure you it is not. So, the first fashion hack that you must know is that confidence is 50% of your outfit. I remember 2016, my first ever lookbook. I wore a Champion all over print tracksuit. It's quite out there, it's quite loud. You'll get a little comments thrown your way like, oh, they look like pajamas. Why are you wearing pajamas outdoors? And you're literally wearing the expression on your face, should I be wearing this? Now, this is a phrase that shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. You picked it out, you rock it to the very end. And I have this mentality with all of my clothes, no matter what style I'm bussing. I wear my clothes with 100% confidence, 100% pride. This is what I wore today, allow me in it. Nice little motivational talk there. The second fashion hack is to experiment with tucking in your shirts, jumpers, cardigans, whatever. Now, I found that there are 2 ways to tuck in your shirts. One is just the traditional way of tucking in the entire t-shirt into your trousers and wear a belt to divide the two. Now, this automatically takes your outfit from casual to smarter casual, and you didn't even buy anything. The second way that I found to tuck in my t-shirts is to just tuck in the front end just so your belt is showing. And personally, I think it's a fun little trend. And again, it doesn't cost anything. The cheapest high fashion accessory you will ever own. So next is the trousers. How can you utilize the trousers? Well, I'll tell you how. Insert frugal aesthetic meme here. Cuff the jeans. Alternatively, you could pin roll your jeans or stack them. So for me personally, I used to pin roll my jeans a lot. However, more recently, I've been wearing cropped trousers, which you can DIY yourself. That's another hack. Or just letting them stack at the bottom. The choice is yours here, and each one of these options subtly sets the tone for your outfit. So the next hack is to DIY your clothes. You can distress your jeans, distress your denims, draw on your shoes like I did with the Air Forces, paint your jackets, paint your denim. You can use patches, you can sew, you can do all sorts of stuff. DIY is an entirely different ball game, but I assure you it gives them a little bit more character, a little bit more personality, and of course they are unique to you. And the last fashion hack is to accessorize your outfit. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I don't really utilize this hack as much as I should. The only accessory that I've got is the watch, and trust me, I get a lot of comments about the watch. And little details like watches, necklaces, and rings just add another bit of character and personality to your outfit. They can break up the outfit a little bit and just take it up a notch. You don't necessarily have to go to a jeweler's and drop bags on rings and necklaces. You can just as easily go to shops like Top Man, H&M, River Island, high street stores, and pick up some imitation jewellery. And that is it for fashion hacks. Moving on to deals, sales, and discounts. So, deals, sales, and discounts. First tip, check out the sales section, both online and in store. The sales section is definitely a great place to look. For me personally, scouting out the sales section is a little bit like thrifting, and there's always hidden gems in there as well. The next tip I would give is to don't be afraid to size up or size down. So for me, I think this is where my oversized obsession came from. I remember going to shops and checking out the sales section, and they would only have larges and extra larges when really I'm meant to fit like a small or medium. So I think one day I just had enough of it and I was like, you know what, yeah, bun this. I don't care if I'm gonna get a muffin top, I'm gonna make muffin tops look cool. So sizing up can be a good thing just to get a little more of a baggy boys for life type look. You could buy something that's a little bit smaller than what you're used to for more of a fitted look. The next tip is to scout out discount codes. Now, I'll be honest with you, I never go straight to checkout. I always spend about a minute or so on Google just to see if there are any seasonal discount codes, any deals going on, free delivery, that type of thing. Every little helps. And half of the time you'll find a decent discount code. Another place to find discount codes are on newsletters. For example, if a store's like, sign up to our newsletter for the latest deals in that, I would recommend signing up to him because 10-20% off of a £100 shop can make a big difference. Also, always check your receipts just in case there's a deal on the back, or if you're ordering online, they might have a returning customer type deal going on. Another place to find out about sales, discount codes, and just new clothes in general are stores' social media pages. So I follow a few stores on a number of different social medias like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And following these stores' social medias can be really helpful, especially when they've just announced a sale. You'll be the first one in the door. And the last little tip for deals, sales, and discounts is to think unisex. It's always good to get your opposite sex sizes. For example, if you're a man in the men's section, you're looking at the trousers and they're all dead, just check out the women's section downstairs. Not like that. So find out your women's sizes and think unisex. So that is it for the deals, sales, and discounts. Moving on to affordable alternatives. Now, this section is going to be fairly short simply because there's not really much to it. For example, if you're a follower of fashion, you've seen something in Fashion Week that you really like, but you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, I cannot afford that Balenciaga top, it's £400. Do I look like I've got £400 to spend on a t-shirt? But I just like the fit and the way that it looks. You can still achieve certain looks with affordable alternatives. For example, high street stores are normally good at imitating fashion, fast fashion, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I would say a good 70% of the time they get it absolutely wrong, but every now and then get an affordable alternative right. However, just a quick plug, if you want to dive into affordable alternatives more in depth, Galax does a really good series called Broke Boys where he breaks down affordable alternatives. He's got a few videos up now, so I will leave a link in the description down below of that entire series. Let him know I sent ya. And I think with that we have covered affordable alternatives. So moving on to the final section of the day, thrifting. So, thrifting. I'm not going to spend too much time on this section because I've got an entire video called How to Thrift, but I will break down the benefits of thrifting in terms of budgeting. So, thrifting can be applied to any of these categories, as in terms of personal style, there are many different types of clothes in the thrift store, not just vintage. These charity shops and thrift stores and flea markets are like treasure hunting. You honestly have no idea what to expect when it comes to thrifting, so you can expect to find a lot of different styles. Fashion hacks, because there are a lot of styles, the world is pretty much your oyster here. Deals, sales, and discounts. The thrift store is like one giant sales rack. Affordable alternatives, again, sometimes at the thrift store, you'll get items of clothing that look very, very similar to current trends. And also every now and then you'll find the real deal. For example, the most expensive items of clothing in my wardrobe are all thrifted, like my P-Wing, the YSL polo, the Tommy Gear jacket, all of it thrifted. Also at the thrift store, you will find a lot of staple pieces. So a lot of plain shirts, sweatshirts, jumpers, button-up shirts. It's all there. You could probably thrift an entire staple collection in under £20. And last but not least, the thrift store is an excellent place to experiment and evolve your style. Now, for me personally, my style is always evolving. I'm always finding new ways to wear my clothes, and I think I have the luxury of that because I can buy more loud, more out there pieces without thinking about it too much. For example, I bought a massive trench coat and that was like £7, but if you bought that brand new, it would be anywhere between the region of like £100 to £200. You would have to have given it some serious thought before you bought it. However, at the thrift store, it doesn't cost that much money, you take more risks, and most of the time it pays off. And even if it doesn't, you can sell it or give it back to charity. Now, some people will say that this sort of conflicts with the personal style section, but I think it just adds more to it. So yeah, in your personal style, know what you want to buy, focus on what you want to buy, but also keep an open mind as well. If you find something that looks good, take it home, experiment with it. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. You haven't broken bank while experimenting. And that was how to style well on a budget. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it helped you out a little bit. I will be leaving some more how to dress well on a budget videos in the description down below, alongside everything I've mentioned today. So let me know in the comment section down below if you've learned something new today, if you're gonna apply any of this information in your spending habits. If you've got any more tips in general, share the wealth, leave all of your comments in the comment section down below. And that is actually where I'm going to end today's video. So if you like this video, then you can give it a nice little like. If you want to subscribe and see more of what I do, because I do a lot of fashion-based stuff, lifestyle-based stuff, and style-based stuff, then you can by using a subscribe button that could be located anywhere on this web page here. Share this video with your friends. Waffle gang gang, cozy boys, you done know. And now that is everything. Bye.